Yo, aqui é a Madame Mim e está começando mais um Estação Pedrada, seu programa de lançamentos de videoclipes dentro do Pedrada Rocks. Eu sou a Madame Mim, já falei? Acho que já. Enfim. E hoje vamos conversar com uma mulher forte, especial, cativante, diretamente, sabe de onde? Da África do Sul, pois é. Estação Pedrada viajou o mundo, pegou avião virtual, claro, porque estamos numa pandemia. Será que estamos ainda? Mais ou menos. Bom, enfim. E foi lá do outro lado do planeta para conversar com Robyn Ferguson. Tô até arrepiada, você não tá vendo por causa do meu casaco, mas tô de verdade, não é frio. Se prepara, segura o sofá, que aí vem com vocês.
I'm Robyn Ferguson, all the way from South Africa. I play instrumental prog music and I'm so honored to be here today.
Robyn, você é uma pessoa muito alegre e forte, apesar da sua condição. Você enfrenta desafios diários. Você pode contar um pouco mais pra gente sobre a sua luta?
Yeah, absolutely. So the last 2 years have been totally crazy. I became quite ill a little while ago with a debilitating illness, which has caused a bit of paralysis and nerve damage in my hands and other parts of my body. But I've not let that get me down. I've decided to take the bull by the horns and take it in creative fuel. Using that to just push it into my music and write as much as I possibly can.
Você deve ser uma referência no centro médico. Conta pra gente como você lida com tudo isso. Seus segredos mais profundos. Quando eu contar até 3. 1, 2... A pessoa se auto-hipnotiza. Eu sei me auto-hipnotizar. Caramba, gente, isso é muito poderoso. Caralho. Tá me vindo à cabeça tudo que eu posso fazer agora, meu Deus. Meu Deus, eu vou dominar o mundo!
I don't think I'm a remarkable case at all. I think I'm just motivated to pursue my dreams and to follow everything that I want to achieve in my life, the goals that I've set out for myself. I think you can get down with everything that happens in your life, or you could take it as a lesson, or and as a tool and an inspiration, as inspiration fuel, further your goals and your dreams and your passions, and really just make something cool out of your life. So I've just chosen to always see the good and the positive in every situation as far as I possibly can, and show up every day no matter what.
Sobre o seu videoclipe Grey, onde você filmou e qual a mensagem que você queria passar com ele?
Yeah, so Grey, the music video, was shot here in Cape Town in Tokai Forest. It was quite a lot of fun. My partner and I strapped my cell phone to a stick and that stick to my chest, and I ran around like a zombie in the forest filming the video. The whole thing had to do with the red thread, which is to tie in all the albums through the Alizarin Chronicles. And the Alizarin Chronicles refer to the color red, and there you see the red thread in the music video as well. So, and I filmed it in the forest because nature is a very important part of my music and of my inspiration and where I find creative fuel. So I feel very connected to nature, and it's very important to me to bring that element into my music and into my art. So not only was it a fun adventure being in the forest, walking around like a zombie.
Brains. Ai, adorei. Ô, madame, tá achando o quê? Que isso aqui é teste pra videoclipe? Lá da África do Sul? Que eu vou pagar a tua passagem pra tu pegar avião pra ir na África do Sul pra filmar videoclipe fingindo que é zumbi.
But, yeah. I can't wait for the pandemic to be over so that I can get on an airplane and come see all of you and perform in real life.
Sim, vem tocar aqui, vem ficar aqui em casa. Ah, não, peraí, tem que falar inglês. You're very welcome here. Do you want to stay at my place?
Because that would be amazing.
Você conhece o Brasil?
I have unfortunately never been to Brazil in real life. I really hope to, because it's something that I've always dreamed of doing. I've met so many wonderful people from South America and from Brazil.
É que a gente é muito simpático aqui. Não, eu não.
I'm busy learning Spanish and Portuguese and everything, so trying to learn the language so I can come see all of you. But I hope to visit in Brazil and the whole of South America soon.
Como surgiu sua conexão com o Brasil?
The connection is quite crazy. I think it just started from showing up every day and playing music and having a passion, having a dream in my heart to play on the stages of the world. Playing in South Africa, meeting wonderful people from Mozambique, and then going to Mozambique, traveling to Mozambique, then meeting people from Botswana, traveling to Botswana, performing in Botswana, meeting people there, and going to Angola, meeting people in Angola, and going to Kenya. And I think it's just like one of those things, and now online, the world has become a much smaller place, and it's really awesome to be able to connect with people so easily and so quickly. So yeah, now it's just a matter of connecting up with cool people.
Ah, obrigada. Quem disse que é contigo? Se enxerga, porra.
With a couple of the online festivals that I have performed at in Europe and in South America, there's been amazing bands and extremely talented artists who have been able to connect with, and I've been so honored to share the stage with. So talking with them and just making new connections, speaking with people like yourself, this is how we get here.
Como é a África do Sul? Como é viver, tocar rock na África do Sul? A gente deve ter uma visão muito diferente do que é a realidade aí. A gente imagina muito, a nossa cabeça é muito criativa. Tipo assim, tem girafas passando pela janela, você tá tipo comendo e de repente passa uma girafa e você joga tipo um abacate. Como é?
Yeah, so our country is quite crazy. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I think it's very different to anything that anybody expects. We are third world, but it doesn't mean that we are all staying in the jungle. I still stay in a decent house and such. So we have amazing animals, extreme wildlife. You can see the whole big five. You can see lions and elephants and all kinds of things like that. But they don't walk in my backyard because that would be terrifying. We have normal pets and cats and dogs and such like that.
Ah, entendi. Porque aqui no Brasil a gente não tem cachorro e gato, a gente tem hienas. Aí tipo eu, né? Que rio qualquer coisa. O pessoal da África do Sul não vai entender minhas piadas. Bom, nem no Brasil entendem minhas piadas, como é que eu vou entender na África do Sul, né? Se você entende minha piada, escreve aqui no comentário. Eu entendo, Mariana, Madame, sei lá como você quiser me chamar. Eu me compadeço com as suas piadas, eu rio quando eu assisto você. Eu preciso saber disso, gente, porque eu fico aqui rindo sozinha, achando que as pessoas estão achando engraçado, e só eu acho engraçado.
Touring and gigging in South Africa is a unique experience. We don't have too many live venues, so you have to travel quite far if you want to perform, and it makes it a bit difficult. But we have so much biodiversity, and it's just a beautiful country. So if you're able to travel to South Africa, you really should.
Rumo à África do Sul! Yeah! Como você se tornou embaixadora da Ibanez?
That ambassadorship was quite a unique and interesting experience. I am very lucky to have met the guys very early on in my career and just formed a really good partnership with them, and having kept connections and held on to the passion of music, I think it was just fate. And a few years ago we joined forces, and not looking back at all.
Além do seu projeto solo, você tem outras bandas? Toca com outras garotas? Não, tô falando de mim, não.
Yes, several bands with boys and girls and men and women and all kinds. I think the most notable ones would be Sisters of Metal. I'm still in Sisters of Metal. We're a supergroup and we get together about once a year to perform. And that's an all-girl metal band. Other than that, before that was Vortex and a bunch of others. So yeah, absolutely, I will play with anybody.
Opa! Quer tocar na minha banda? Aí como é que eu vou explicar isso pro meu guitarrista? Quem mais te inspira, não somente na música?
I'm very inspired by nature, inspired by my dreams, by life and death. I'm quite inspired by space and time travel and the concept of the beyond, and parallel universes, all those type of things. In terms of musicians, I listen to quite a variety of things, everything ranging from classical music to heavy stuff. At the moment, a lot of influence comes from Devin Townsend, Tesseract, those kind of bands. But yeah, most of everything is from my own experiences and what has happened in my own life, yeah.
O que a música clássica e o heavy metal têm em comum? Aham, a pergunta que todo mundo se faz todos os dias quando acorda de manhã.
Absolutely into classical music. I started off on a classical guitar, so I have a big love for Spanish guitar.
Vocês não estão vendo meu pé, mas meu pé tá tipo assim...
For classical music. I think if Beethoven and Mozart and Bach and all those people had electricity the way we do, they would be shredding the guitar the way we do now. So I think the melodies, the polyrhythm.
Caralho, ninguém me leva a sério nessa porra, puta que pariu! Olha, amor.
The way the music is structured is very similar. It's just one's with electricity and the other one's without.
Você tem elementos da África do Sul na sua música?
Well, yes and no. It's difficult to answer. I think the South African side of things comes from growing up on the farm and listening to the workers chant and how they sing on top of each other, melodies on top of each other, rhythms on top of each other, polyrhythms and polymelodies and harmonies. I like to incorporate that into my music, and I think, I don't know if that's uniquely South African or African, but it's something that I really enjoy doing. And then creating melodies that are truly melodic and catchy, something that you can whistle back, is something that I find important. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Grey, da Robyn Ferguson, da África do Sul. Bora lá! Eu sou Madame Mim e este é o Estação Pedrada. Tchau! Deu, corta! A dame pirou. Próxima. Tem outra apresentadora pra fazer essa porra, não?
Thank you. Gracias. Much love from South Africa. I'm Robyn Ferguson. Good night.